returns for public scrutiny after 2012 presidential candidate Mitt Romney said this week there might be a bombshell there. Trump said he's being audited, as he has been for the past 12 years, and will release the returns after the audit is finished.
You know, Donald says he's being audited. Well, I would think that would underscore the need to release those returns. If he has said something that was false and that an audit is going to find was fraudulent, the voters need to know.
I'm an intelligence person, as you know, and I do know that if there is a review of somebody, if they're going to be federally appointed to a job or whatever, if they have outstanding debt, that is an important factor, because that means somebody else has leverage over them. This president appears to have over $400 million in debt, 420, whatever it is, $million in debt. To whom? Different countries? What is the leverage they have? So for me, this is a national security question. And in addition to which, it's so strange that in 2017, the president paid $750 in federal taxes, and he paid over $300,000 in taxes to other countries that we know of. It may be more. So again, let's come back to we take an oath to protect and defend. This president is the commander-in-chief. He has exposure to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars, to whom the public has a right to know.
One of the most extraordinary moments between an American president and a Russian leader. Their meeting framed
very well. Among the countries that he's paying to are the Philippines, where he's been praising the dictator Duterte, Turkey, Erdogan. I mean, these are not our closest allies, but they are people that he improbably has been embracing.
Well, and of course, there's always Russia. The question is, what does Putin have on the president politically, personally, financially, in every way that the president would try to undermine our commitment to NATO, give away the store to Russia and Syria, try to cast blame on Ukraine for interfering in our elections when he knows full well with the consensus from the intelligence community that it is Russia. The list goes on and on. The annexation in the Crimea and the rest of that the president just turns away from. So he says he likes Putin and Putin likes him. Well, what's the connection? We'll see. But the fact is, whatever that leads to, the fact is over $400 million in leverage that somebody has over the president of the United States. If he were going to be a federal appointee, that would be a major obstacle.
Coats that Russia interfered. President Trump asked, who do you believe, President Putin or the U.S. intelligence community? His answer?
People came to me, Dan Coates came to me, and some others. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this. I don't see any reason why it would be.
Just the morality of paying nothing for years and then paying $750 just when you're about to run for president or taking office.
There's no sense of decency. How does there have decency? This is a president who wants parades of military armament and military paying homage to him in front of the White House like he's some kind of a dictator. And yet, is he paying for any of that, the protection of our country? $750? Yeah, it's a disdain for America's working families. It's not right. But our responsibility is to protect and defend, and we have to make sure we know what exposure the President of the United States has and what impact it has on national security decisions for our country.
Counsel Bob Mueller present.
I have great confidence in my intelligence people, but I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today. And what he did is an incredible offer. He offered to have the people working on the case come and work with their investigators with respect to the 12 people. I think that's an incredible offer.
It really raises the question. He has almost a conflict of interest in how he's appointed judges who are all waiting for his cases to rise to the level of district appeals, Supreme Court of the United States. One other issue that I think, again, to be verified, is that the the allegation that he told Mitch McConnell that the appointment of the general counsel at the IRS was more important to him, to move that along more quickly than than Attorney General Barr. Just connect the dots there. That's why it's so important what the House has done under the leadership of Richie Neal to have this case in the court for the tax returns, but not only that, to make sure that how audits are made of a president are done legally and without bias from the president. A president who's saying to the, possibly saying to the McConnell, this is a more important appointment. Who is the general counsel at IRS is more important. It's really sad.